Truthfully, it's been way too long. I feel like I started my last video the same way, but I promise this won't keep up. I left you guys on a cliffhanger in the last one, but I'm sure some of you guys have already guessed. And for those who haven't seen the last video, there's been one more major change since I first posted my first YouTube video. Let's get into it. So the last few times we spoke, I talked about all the major changes and why I've been away, why I haven't been posting as much. And those who follow me on TikTok and Instagram know that I've been active there, but I mean active on YouTube. Now that I've already explained myself, there's one final thing. And so far in my 27 years of life, it's been my biggest purchase. Some of you may have already guessed it, but let's go check it out.
If I was everything you ever wanted, how did you decide in your mind to leave and
So as my TikTok fam and my Instagram fam both already know this, I did actually get a new car. YouTube fam, you are now included in this. And some of you already may know this, but I didn't have a car for about 4 years. I actually sold my last car during the pandemic. And the reason that I sold my car during the pandemic is because you don't really need a car in Boston. There's plenty of public transportation. It may not be reliable, but it's good enough to get around. So honestly, I was just wasting money having a car, so I thought it was better to just sell it. So now that you guys already know, I did get a BMW 530i. And it is the M Sport edition. Having the M Sport just means it's a little bit sportier. Like the tires a little bit sportier, the steering wheel is a little bit sportier, the seats, a few little minor changes, but personally, I love it. It's a 2020, so it's not too old. And when I bought it, it had under 40,000 miles. Personally, I think I got a good deal, so I'm really excited about this. And now I'm gonna give you a little car tour.
how could you forget everything that we wanted? I wanted to solve it, but it's crazy how you smile.
Yeah, so all in all, I'm really excited about this car. I actually bought this in November of last year, so I've had it for about 6 months now. I just haven't made a YouTube video in so long, which is why I'm showing you guys this now. Personally, I love everything about the car. It hasn't given me any problems yet. It's funny because when I was on TikTok and I was sharing that I was gonna buy a car, so on and so forth, and I shared that I was gonna get a BMW, so many people told me that it'd be in and out of a mechanic. And the truth is, I haven't even gone to the mechanic once. And I'm really just showing all these changes to you guys so you guys can see where I've been and what I've been up to since I haven't been uploaded on YouTube too much. Now, one of my goals this year is to upload a lot more on YouTube. This one being the first one of 2024. I have a lot of plans like posting daily vlogs, day in my life videos here, sharing more about my personal life, and just longer form content in general. Please don't think that I'm sharing this for bragging reasons or to show off my car, show off my apartment, or anything that I have. That is definitely not the case. But I do speak with excitement about these things because I am very proud of where I've gotten. So far, I'm really happy with any decision that I've made thus far. But I still am very far from where I want to be. But in the last 2 years, I've upgraded my apartment, I've gotten a new car, and I've done so many changes to my routine and just my lifestyle that I feel great sharing it with you guys because it can be used for motivation or inspirational purposes or just for anyone who wants to keep up with my day-to-day. Oh yeah, and I forgot one thing to tell you guys. I know it looks like I'm driving around in a fishbowl and it's unacceptable that my windows aren't tinted because it has been 6 months since I've owned this car, but I promise you that's happening in the near future. I'm hoping to get it done before summertime. That's my goal. And there's other things that I want to do this car too. After the windows are actually tinted, I would love to get my reflectors whited out, maybe some black rims, and then maybe a body kit and lower it just a little bit. I kind of want to keep the elegant look. I don't want to make it look too sporty. Those are future plans. I'll keep you guys updated for sure. And before you guys come at me for my car not being clean, because you know I got that clean aesthetic on TikTok and whatnot, just know that my car is due for a cleaning on the inside and the outside. But in my defense, they're doing construction by my house and they are a mess. My car is getting absolutely destroyed. So I don't know if that's my fault for parking next to the construction or if it's their fault for being messy with it. Regardless of whose fault it is, my car's become the victim. So yeah, that's my fault. Trust me, I know I'm due for a cleaning and we're gonna get it done soon. TikTok video on that? All right, last thing before I go. And another reason that I like to show you guys these things is because I'm not only documenting myself for the internet to see, but it's also for my future self, for my kids, for my family, whatever it is. Because I find it important to not only document this to share it to the world, but also to share for yourself. So I'm proud of myself and I think it's important for me to document that. Because if you were to tell me this 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, I probably never would imagine that I'd have this car. I mean, going from a hand-me-down Honda Civic from my sister and my family to this is something that I never even dreamed of. I mean, I always believed in myself and I knew that it was always possible to do it, but actually doing it just hits. But all right, let's get out of here.
If I was everything you ever wanted, how did you decide in your mind to leave and say goodbye? I was everything you never wanted.
And I gotta be honest, y'all, man, I just walked in my house and it smells so good. Honestly, there's no better feeling. But all right, now that I've caught you guys up with everything in terms of apartment, car, etc, 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 now it's time to talk about where this channel is going and what you guys can expect from it. So in my first YouTube video, I gave an intro to myself and the channel, and then in the second video, which was past due, I talked about any major changes that happened since the first video, which then brings us to today. And obviously it wouldn't make sense for me to update you guys every time I post, and obviously going on these hiatuses and not posting on YouTube is not something that I want to do. Like I mentioned earlier, it's one of my goals in 2024 to be more active on YouTube and upload a lot more. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm a little conflicted on what I should do. And this not knowing what to do situation, I kind of feel that on all my platforms. So I kind of want to try something new. And those of you who have been around since my first TikTok days will know exactly what I mean by this. And I feel like my bread and butter really is vlogging, like daily life videos. For me to go from day in the life TikTok videos to YouTube day in the life videos, that's a huge jump. And since it's so big of a jump, I feel like I need to find something in between. So I thought about bringing back daily vlogs to TikTok. And in the meantime, I'm posting a lot more on Instagram, like stories and so on and so forth. And then my mindset for YouTube would be to create like these weekly videos, kind of like a week in my life, if you will. Because I'll be honest with you, for me to do day in the life videos on YouTube, my life is not that interesting enough. Not that many things are happening on a daily basis. So that's what I feel like this channel is going for now. Now we're fully caught up. I've explained what I want to do in the future. Now it's time to act on it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to tune into the weekly vlog a week from today. And for those of you that enjoyed, give it a like, sub if you haven't already. Yeah, I love you all. See you on the next one. Peace.
How did you decide in your mind to leave and say goodbye?
So this is what it is.